Did you know that you can go diving with your friends in Roblox? Today I'm going to be showing you the Aquatica Observatory, a game created by Aquatica Studios. It's developed by a team that actually dives, as well as a couple of marine biologists that know exactly what they're talking about when it comes to fish. The main thing you'll notice when you first load up this game is a beautiful aquarium all around, full of striking marine animals. On top of that, you're also going to have a prompt with your scanner. Now to equip your scanner, you'll want to hit 1 on your keyboard if you're on a PC, or tap on it on mobile. With this scanner, we can go over to this yellow fishy over here and scan it. It might take a couple tries, but you might need to hold it down. But once you've got it, it'll say click again to start scanning. So I'll click again and it'll bring me into this menu. Now how we want to scan this little guy is by clicking on start. Click pick, and connect, until we get all of these dots all together, which essentially is making the skeleton of the animal. Once you do that, you get a little bit of information about the animal that you've scanned. So opening up your encyclopedia, we can see that this is the poison goby. We'll also get its scientific name underneath, its approximate size, the depth it tends to be found at in the wild, and many different facts about the animal. Now scanning is nice and all, but there's way more to this game than just scanning. As you can see, we have this big vault that says go dive, and this is the cool part of this game. You get to dive around and swim around this beautiful reef full of life, and you can go crazy with your scanning on this reef. There's plenty of fish for you to learn about. Now what's awesome about this reef is that even though you see all of the fishes right here, and how beautiful they are, how awesome they are, and want to learn all about them, these are not the only creatures you will be able to see, as occasionally very rare event creatures might come by, which is an opportunity for you to scan them and get achievements. Now you may be asking, how do you acquire achievements? Well, achievements are right over here on the left side. If you click this ribbon, you can see the many different kinds of achievements that you can acquire. Up at the very tippy top is community and support. So you can get an achievement for meeting the developers, equipping a cosmetic, and making a donation. However, I believe the donation one is bugged for right now. There's also the team researcher, which is if you create a community video just like mine. Now there's also core progression ones, which are a lot easier to get. Your first dive, your first year, cave diver, etc., etc. A lot of these have to do with the base game. And then we have the marine research. So the marine research part of the game is by filling out your encyclopedia and witnessing your first event creature or rare event. You can also get achievements from scanning different kinds of fish and the amount of fish that you scan, and other things like that. Now diving is really cool and all, but you need to watch your oxygen up here in the top right. I have a lot of oxygen because I have an oxygen tank on. Where do you get an oxygen tank? Where do you get fins? Well, let's talk about that before we come back out here. So, going back inside, if you go downstairs, you will find a shop. If we talk to this NPC at this shop, he will have many things for us to buy. So within the store, you can buy different dive masks if you would like some customization for your diver. You can also buy the basic fins, which increase your swim speed. That's what I currently have on. You can also buy different oxygen tanks. Now these oxygen tanks will allow you to increase how much oxygen you have up there so that you don't die as fast. Obviously they go up very, very high, and you might have to save up a lot of money for these crazy ones down here. But I used the basic diving set, which was 1,000 coins. That's really not all that much. It doesn't take that long to get that. And I will show you how to get coins here in a moment. There is also tools. Now these tools are super awesome. I would definitely save up for the Seeker, as the Seeker is both cheap and gets you around really, really quickly. I'll show you the Seeker when we go back diving again. I believe this one is only $2,000, but again, I will show you how to get that. Obviously, the Expedition is super, super fast. I don't think I've ever seen anybody with the Expedition quite yet. So, speaking of gold, speaking of shopping and cosmetics, I'm sure you want some money in order to get those things. So we'll come outside and take another dive into this beautiful lagoon. And I am going to show you what the Seeker looks like when you use it. Here's the Seeker. You get to hold onto it and it will propel you through the ocean and get you where you need to go. So it's a pretty awesome thing to save up for. Now, if you want to get money in this game, the quickest way that you can do that is finding little teeny tiny treasure chests. Now I know there's one down here that spawns. Right here. A thing to know about these treasure chests is that you cannot grab them if you have your scanner or your Seeker equipped. You need to have nothing in your hand. And if you're on PC, you can't have your shift lock mode on. You'll click on it or tap on it and you'll get coins. That one gave me 200 coins. So if I wanted to save up for the oxygen tank, which was 1,000, I would just need to grab about 5 or 10 of those chests. If I wanted the Seeker, it would be about 10 to 20 of those chests, depending on the amount of gold that they give you. And those are the basics for the game. But I also wanted to talk about some of the lesser known things, and some more fun things around here as well. Though, this isn't a fun part, but there is pollution that you can help clean up. As of right now, it doesn't give any rewards, but it does make you feel good, and you can earn achievements for picking up this debris. So, it is an optional thing that you can do if you would like to. I'm going to come and show you a little lesser known things within the observatory as well. So here in the observatory, of course, we've got these beautiful aquariums full of fish that you can scan in here. Don't forget, you can scan inside of these tanks. Let's scan this little dory fish really fast. But on top of that, you get a ton of information by marine biologists about the ocean, tons of different cool facts. You can come in and examine them and take a look. It's like a real-life aquarium. It is super fun to come here with your friends and hang out and learn about fish and talk about fish and learn about the passion of the ocean that a lot of me and my friends share. Now over here in the Reef of Life, there is a special animal tracker. These are the event creatures and when they're going to show up. Now if you don't have any event creatures in your encyclopedia, they will show up as unknown. As you can see, the one that I am missing is coming up very soon here, so I hope to wrap up this video so I can grab that and finish my encyclopedia. But here, it will show you the times and when it will show up, in case you were wondering which event fish you would like to see. On top of that, we also have our leaderboards here. Currently they're a little wonky because we have a couple people hacking, but I do know that the developers will be taking care of them. But you get them for scanning your fish, playtime, and total coins, which is super awesome. Now we're gonna head back down and go to the obscure ocean area, which goes into some of the smaller animals in the ocean. Obviously a little bit more information. We have a ton of teeny tiny fish for you to look here and scan. Now, as an extra for you watching this video, I'm going to give you a little teeny tiny secret. How about that, as a treat? If you look way back here and you scan, there is actually a blue-ringed octopus hiding behind this tower. That's a little treat for you watching the video up to this point. One more area I would like to show you is the Amphitheater. Here you can see some pretty moon jellyfish swimming around, and a nice little cozy view outside of the cave to a bunch of other fish. Now the last little area I would like to show you is called the Lower Observatory. To get to the Lower Observatory, we're going to use this elevator. Be careful if you're on PC and make sure you're not in first person. I love playing this game in first person because I love seeing the fishes up close, but it is better if you are out of it just to use this elevator, or you might get stuck. So we'll go down to the Lower Observatory. Now, this is that observatory that you could see far away when I was swimming around. You get to see whales up here, a beautiful view of a whale shark and other things. But you can also go down here to this nice cozy lounge and take a look at more open ocean over here, of course. Sit down with your friends and easily scan the deep cave diving animals from outside this window. But also within Lower Observatory, you can access the jukebox. Now this jukebox has a bunch of songs that were created and uploaded by the creators, and a bunch of others that were not. You can choose all different kinds of ones that you would like to hear. We have the Celtic Sea Shanty that you can play, a bunch of other different songs, but if you want a certain vibe, you can very well come in here and change it for yourself. I do like this one right here. A lot of different songs, very beautiful, very, very fun. I'm sure they're going to add more jukebox songs to it. I have heard the developers talking about that, but it is an awesome hangout for you to be at. The Aquatica Studios is working very, very hard to add more fish and updates and features, and this channel is going to be going over the many different animals in this game, where you can find the rare animals, the harder to find animals, and the event animals, and what they look like and how to find those as well. So make sure you subscribe, and I will keep you updated, and make sure you know all about the new stuff coming out the second that I know about it, and that I'm allowed to share it. I think that there is only one more thing that we can share, and that is the Fouled Anchors NPC right here. This is Fouled Anchors. Say hello to Fouled Anchors. He's very nice. He works very hard to curate this aquarium. You can also talk to him when he isn't fleeing from you. Please. Please, I want to talk to you, buddy. Come back, Anchors. Anchors, why are you so scared? Anchors, know where you're going. He doesn't want to talk to me, please. Please. Okay. You can talk to Fouled Anchors, and he can tell you a little bit more about the Aquatica Observatory. He'll tell you the story of the observatory and how it came to be, and why all of these animals are here hanging around this lagoon. Fouled Anchors, he loves to hang out, he loves to be so fun, and loves to be apparently terrified of me. I promise you that the real Fouled Anchors is not like this. He is a very cool guy, I promise. Now that's gonna wrap it up for the Aquatica Observatory introduction. I'm gonna leave you with one little more fish that's just a little bit hard to spot. If we head over here to the amphitheater that I showed you earlier, we're gonna take a peek at a little grouchy guy here. Down in the sand with his little head peeking out. You can scan him. He's very, very cute under there, I promise. The white margin stargazer, he is scannable. Make sure that you grab this guy if you're trying to complete your encyclopedia. But thank you so much for watching, and I really hope that you do visit the Aquatica Observatory and have a great time learning about fish, scanning fish, and hopefully you'll see me there too. Goodbye, guys. Bye. Bye.